A robot gave up its own life just to help a girl return home. Not long ago, that same robot was peacefully asleep in its small house, but a sudden explosion shattered the silence. The robot rushed outside to investigate. There, it found a crashed spaceship, and inside an unconscious girl. Without hesitation, the robot pulled her from the wreckage. When the girl woke up and saw her destroyed ship, panic filled her eyes. That ship was her only way back to her distant home planet. The robot, moved by compassion, made a promise. It would help her repair the ship, no matter how hard it was. Days passed. Piece by piece, they worked side by side, and in that quiet routine, something changed. The robot began to feel something it wasn't programmed for. Connection, warmth, maybe even love. For the first time, it didn't want the days to end. But one night, the robot found the girl quietly crying, holding a photo of her family, and it finally understood. Keeping her here was selfish. She missed her home as deeply as it cared for her. So, the robot made a choice. It carried the sleeping girl to the ship, sealed the door, and pressed the launch button. But nothing happened. The ship's power cells were completely drained. Then the robot looked down at the glowing core in its own chest. Without hesitation, it unplugged itself and connected its own power supply to the ship. Warning, system failure imminent. The voice echoed through its metal frame, but the robot didn't stop. It pressed the button again. This time, the ship roared to life. The blast was so strong, it shattered the robot's head. The girl woke up from the turbulence, looked through the window, and saw a small flower beside the lifeless machine. And in that moment, she realized what the robot had done. The ship soared into the night sky, illuminating the dark forest below. Years later, the crash site was covered in wild grass, and a familiar figure quietly returned. Would you sacrifice yourself for someone you truly love?